everyone, Comic Reviewer here, and this time reviewing on Ultimate Thor issue number 1. Now, as you know, Ultimate Thor is basically a 4-part miniseries that lasted from 2010 into early 2011. Now, the story is meant to feature the story of the ultimate version of Thor, while the story is meant to take place in 3 different periods, like the early days of World War II and the modern times before the events of the Ultimates, as well as the Thor's battle with the Frost Giants. And the cover has Ultimate Thor with his hammer-like axe getting ready for action. And the story starts off how the events of Ragnarok have happened, and the Frost Giants and Nazi soldiers invade, with Thor saying, "The world tree burns slowly, this is the end of all things." And we're introduced in England, where Dr. Braddock, who is meant to be the father of Ultimate Psylocke, is pretty much going through data and everything else. Well, his son Brian says that someone they know is here, and talking about the competition and basically competing with their American friends. So they go downstairs to meet Ultimate Donald Blake, who pretty much shows him to where their test subject, Thor, who at the time was believed to be a person thinking he's an Asgardian, is working on some symbols, which at first they thought was gibberish. So pretty much Donald Blake talks with Thor, and they pretty much discuss saying, it looks incomplete. It's all I can remember. A rather obvious place to leave off, don't you think? You can read this? I can. Then do so. And they talk about the Asgardian symbols, which were introduced in Nazi Germany during the early days of World War II, where Ultimate Baron Zemo is talking with a Nazi officer about basically having these Asgardian stones, and pretty much is asked if he can get him 100 men, which he does, and says, "You'll have your men, Baron." And we're introduced back in Asgard eons ago, where Ultimate Thor and Loki hurry on to help their brother Balder pretty much take on some Frost Giants. And the Frost Giants are like, "This one has true battle heart, and blood and bones. All the better, and all the more delicious. We're going to put you in the pot, boy." And so pretty much goes in to take them on. So Ultimate Thor and Loki show up to help and go in saying, "For Asgard!" And pretty much go in to take down the Frost Giants, with one of the Frost Giants knowing that Loki is part Frost Giant and the son of their leader, and saying how he'll bring the head to his mother. So Loki pretty much gets a knife and stabs down the Frost Giant, and Thor pretty much takes down 2 others, while getting beaten by the remaining one, until being stabbed in the back by Loki, saying, "How many times must I tell you to watch your back, Thor? I knew you would be there, Loki. You are always there." And so, pretty much they're talking about how Odin is building a weapon, and one that's going to help with the Frost Giants. So you've got Ultimate Odin pretty much having one of his forgers building it in the fire, and says, "And all Father Odin demands a peaceful weapon." So we're shown back at Nazi Germany, where Baron Zemo has pretty much found the location, and pretty much as well used the stones to kind of activate the portals, which introduces the Frost Giants in their new get-up and says, "One does not take a city of the gods with only tanks and guns. We will resolve allies, killers whose hate burns as holy as our own." And yeah, this is ending the story. So issue 1 isn't too bad. I feel it does miss a lot of opportunities to go deeper into Thor's story on Earth. I think there are ways you can actually write Thor as an interesting character, like have him reborn as a mortal, living in the mortal world, and yeah, having him gaining his Asgardian powers back. That would be a good idea for an origin. And it's interesting to see that, yeah, much like Ultimate Iron Man, a story set around Thor, much like Ultimate Captain America. So the story deserves a thumbs up. Still good, and still alright. So, Comic Reviewer here, signing out.